Hello, here is the quick walkthrough and testing of my code. At first, I am installing all the required packages and importing all the libraries required, and I'm also importing this NLP, this EN Code Web, which is similar to Word2Vec but easier to use. So I'm using this. Okay. Now, all of these functions, I have comments here explaining what each of these functions do. They are very self-explanatory. So I'm not explaining all of them right now, just some of the important ones. How do I understand which sentence has a task? I'm I'm checking if the sentence starts with base form of a verb, like call this person or walk here or things like that. And I'm also checking if it has these words in it. Okay. How do I extract deadline? I'm checking for date or time, future date or time. Okay, and all of this, and then I'm putting it in this format. Okay. Now I have to cluster them. Now there's a problem with this cluster thing. How do I know how many clusters do I make? Like if I go to a local version of this code, my first uh, my first thought was like we can cluster it, but how many clusters do I make? My first thought was we can just define how many clusters. Like we can do 4 clusters or 5 clusters like this. But for an unknown input, how do I know what number to put? Whether to put 4, 5, or 50? What number to put? How do I understand that? So that was a challenge. And how did I solve it? I Okay. So I took two approach to solving it. Uh, First approach is this elbow method, uh, optimal elbow. So let me just run it, and it will make more sense. So when okay, that I will run all of this one by one, just so that you know that everything works. Right. And now here you see that method elbow is chosen. So if I run it like this, what will happen is it will create a graph like this, and I can choose the elbow point, which is 5, and I can enter it over here 5, and it will create the categories and clusters. Uh, so here there needs to be one manual input, uh, but the output is more reliable. But there is another way, that is this. Where is this? This one. And in this way there is no manual input. It automatically calculates the silhouette score and chooses the optimal number of clusters. Okay, but for small text size, this is not a very good solution because uh, it do not really work well with small data points. So that's why I would say elbow is a better approach for this, and that's that. Okay, now part B. This one, same thing. I'm importing all the necessary libraries and stuff. uh, I'm using this model from NLTK. It's over here. It's explained. Okay. In this model, the review is either labeled as positive or negative. So I'm taking 1 means positive and 0 means negative. And I'm doing all the pre-processing, like removing all the digits, punctuation, extra white space, converting everything to lower case for consistency and everything. And then I'm splitting it 80 is to 20 as mentioned in the PDF. Okay. And then in the PDF, it gives us 3 models and tells us to choose any one of them. But how do I choose which one to take? So what I did is I trained using all the 3 processes. I trained 3 models, and then later on I am comparing all of the 3 models, and whichever one performs best, I'm showing it over here. Okay. I would run it, but it takes a significant time to process, and I don't want to keep you waiting. And here's a discussion about how can we improve this model and all, because you asked me to give this, yeah, discuss on how to improve this model. So yeah, I discussed maybe we can do like neural uh, we can use neural network or something that would probably get better result. I actually did that, but never mind. It was not necessary. Anyway, that's all. Have a nice day. Bye.